Creating tests and quizzes in Canvas is easy to do, but you need to make sure that you're diligent about making sure everything is correct before you push it out to kids. To create a quiz, you're going to go ahead and open up a course. From there, you'll click on Quizzes. And then on the top right, you'll see the plus quiz or add quiz. You're going to go ahead and click on that. At this point, we're going to go over the details. And so it has an unnamed quiz, so I'm going to go ahead and call it Math Test. In here is the instructions that you can put. You can put any type of information, just like in an assignment. I'm going to go ahead and put this information. Please complete this test and show your work. Once you have completed the test, please turn in your work paper. I'm going to scroll on down. And so my quiz type, so I can have it be a graded quiz. I can have it be a practice quiz, a graded survey, or an ungraded survey. I'm going to leave it as graded quiz. I also can put it into my assignment groups. I don't have any setup right now, but I can actually put it into assignments or quizzes or however you've set that up. Your options here, you can shuffle the answers. What that means is that every single student that gets this test, all the answers will be shuffled from student to student, so no one will have the identical test. You can also put in a time limit if you want. If you only want to be open for 60 minutes or 90 minutes, you can go ahead and put that. I usually don't put time limits. You can also allow multiple attempts. Now you can always change this after the fact, but you can actually click on this and say, well, if they do take it twice, do I want to keep the highest score, the latest score, or the average of those two scores? I can also allow how many times I want them to take the test. So if I only want them to only take it twice, I can go ahead and click on it twice. A lot of times I'll just leave this off, but if I do want the kids to retake it, I'll go ahead and go back later and turn it on. This is a default thing. You can let students see their quiz responses, so they get to see which answers that they got wrong. You can also uncheck this, and it says let students see the correct answer. And I usually don't let students see the correct answer, but you can if you want. You can also show one question at a time. This is not the best option because if you're going to try to print this test, you can't actually have that selected. You can have some quiz restrictions, so you can require a password, an access code. So if I'm giving a final and I want to say, okay, this is going to be called Final 1, I can actually have that be my password. So when all the kids are sitting down and ready to go, I can say the password is, and then give them the password. You can also filter by IP address, so you can actually require that they take it at school and nowhere else. This last little section is just like our assignments here, so I can assign it to everyone, or I can assign it to specific people. So say I just want Tyler Craner to take this test, and so I can just put his name there. I'm going to actually leave it as everyone. I can go ahead and put in a due date when we're going to take it. You can also have the test be open from a specific time. So I can say, well, I only want it available today, and I only want it to be available at 11 o'clock a.m. I hit done, and then I want it to be open only until April 30th, and then I can say, well, I want it to be done at 12 o'clock noon. So I can go ahead and type in 12 o'clock p.m. done. That means the test will only be available from these times here. Once you're done with this, click Save. One of the reasons to save it frequently is that in Canvas it does not auto-save. So if you're used to using Google products and stuff saves for you all the time, Canvas does not auto-save. So once I've done this, I can actually see my criteria here, and I can see the information, and now I want to go ahead and edit the question. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit. I'm back to the same screen that I saved, and I'm going to go over to Questions. Now earlier we talked about question types, so all I have to do is click Questions. I go ahead and click on New Question, and now again I have this whole thing just like my assignment editor. I can say, what is 2 plus 2? Now I can choose this to be a multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, fill in the multiple blanks, multiple answers, multiple drop downs, matching, numerical, essay question, or text with no question. In this case, probably the most likely answer would be fill in the blank. And so I choose fill in the blank. I have to go down here, and what is the possible answer? The correct answer is 4. As long as we're working in base 10, and I can go down and I need to say update question. If I don't update the question, it won't save it. So there's my first question, what is 2 plus 2? I can go ahead and add a new question. I click on new question, and I'm going to have this be a multiple choice question. And I can say, what is the probability of rolling a 6-sided die and getting a 3. In this case, I can go ahead and put down the probability here. So this again is multiple choice. And so correct answers, I can say, well, it's going to be 1 out of 2. I'm going to add another answer. I'm going to say 1 out of 3. Add another answer, 1 out of 4. Add another answer, 1 out of 5. And I'll add one more answer, 1 out of 6. Now in this case it is 1 out of 6, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on this possible answer. It changes it from the correct answer to the one that I want right down here. And again, I have to hit that update question. I'm going to go ahead and create one more question, so I'll click on new question, and let's do a matching question this time. So we'll go down to matching, and I'm going to say match the correct answer with the problem. And I'll go on down here, and I'm going to go ahead and do a 1 plus 1. I'll do a 2 plus 2. I'll do a 3 plus 3. I'll do a 4 plus 4. On the right hand side, so this is going to be my problem. On the right hand side, I'm going to go ahead and put matching answers. So this is going to be 2, this is going to be 4, this is going to be 6, and this will be 8. Again, once I'm done, I have to hit this update question or it won't save. And now I have the problem there. Now when you look at this, what is 2 plus 2? I should have a question mark there. Worth 1 point. Great. What is the probability of rolling a 6-sided die and getting a 3? 1 point. But this matching that we just did, there were 4 problems on here. So if I were to get one of them wrong, I wouldn't actually get my full points there. So I could actually go in and change the point value of something like this. To do that and to change point values on any of these things, you can always go back and edit the question. And now I can go ahead and click 4. I go down, I have to hit the update question. And now I'm going to go ahead and click save. The last step you'll want to do is you'll want to preview your test. And again, this may take 2 or 3 times to get through it to make sure everything is correct. And again, it's really important that you have everything correct before you send it out to kids. It's really hard to fix things after the fact. I click on preview, and this is what the kids are going to see. And so it says, please complete this test, show your work. What is 2 plus 2? I'll put the answer in. You'll want to put all your answers in. What is the probability of rolling a 6-sided die and getting a 3? Well, that's 1 out of 6. We have the randomize on. And then finally, match the correct answer with the problem. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 4 plus 4 is 8. Once I'm done, I hit submit quiz. And at this point, it'll actually tell me what score that I got. So when you're taking the test, you need to make sure that you get a 6 out of 6. I can actually scroll down here and look to see if I did get something wrong. It'll actually tell me which ones that I did get wrong that I could fix. And that is essentially how you use quizzes.